Hey guys, hey Laura first. Puss in Boots, Unknown Capone, Glitter Girl, Trisha Not Trish, Serendipity. Let's give it a few minutes, see if my gaming friends come in. Haha, that's a joke. Christina from Flint, Rad Story, Aries, Crazy Nurse Granny. Yeah, we're going to talk about some things. I've decided, let it roll. I've decided I've always wanted a crystal ball. I'm going to get what I call a fuckery ball because I see so much fuckery going on. Hey, Denise. Shellabella. So, the title is Good Golly, Miss Molly, Carla Marie. Hey, Dislike Crybabies. Perplex, I need to email you, please. So, that's from Dislike Crybabies. Hockey Mom. Hockey Mom says, I can't keep up with the drama. Yeah, it gets a little crazy out here. Tawny C. But, like I said, I'm going to use one of Katie's words because, oh, sorry, Gina F. I swore I wouldn't build my channel dick riding Molly Golightly, and I won't, and I haven't. I pretty much kept my opinions about that lady to myself from day one. Christina, I just got a DM that tells me I'm not wanted in your all's community from a troll account with 0 followers that was created today. Fuck that, Christina. Of course you're wanted in our community. You don't pay no attention to that. That's some of the fuckery that goes on around here. Diane wants to talk to me. Oh, God. Good luck with that. So, like I said, I swore, hey, Kim A., I swore I'd never build my channel. I'd never dick ride, and that's Katie's word. I'd never dick ride off of anybody, especially Molly Golightly, Christy Andrews, Unknown Capone. But we're going to go over a few things this morning because people seem to forget how she came into the community, the things she's done since she's been in the community. Now, I'm not even going to pretend to know how she came into the community. I only go as far back as the Chris Watts stuff. Hey, Janelle. And so let's start there. Let's start with Molly and the Chris Watts stuff. Do we remember what she did to Frankie? And I'm not saying she took money from him or anything like that. I'm not saying all that. But do you remember that she made sure that the text messages about her and Frankie landed in the hands of Brian so that she could expose Frankie Rusek? As if Frankie didn't have enough shit going on in his life, okay? That was just blatant. Oh, those were private text messages. Well, no, private text messages don't leave you and Frankie unless Frankie gives them up or you give them up. That's the only two way that private text messages leave somebody's possession, is if one of the two parties give it up. So she did this, and she made sure of all people to let those land in Brian's lap. So let's not forget she did that, okay? Yes, she did accuse him of being an addict, whatever. Even if he does have a drug problem, I don't think this was a time in his life that it needed to be announced on YouTube. Yes, Brian owed her one, remember? He said that. That's not the only time Brian owed her one. We'll get to that. So, she does that to Frankie. And let's not forget, the Great Divide started. Now, you all can blame it on whatever you want, but it started when Laura friended Molly. A lot of people left Laura's support. People probably left Molly's support. Laura met some fantastic people. I'm sure Molly met some fantastic people. Hey, Red Dragon. But when Laura friended Molly, everybody that Laura knew and collabed with, like Pink and Makeup Mobster and Marianne and all them, they was like, fuck this, we don't want no part of this. We don't want no part of this. It seems the only one that stuck true to that was Makeup Mobster, but that's neither here nor there. So that's when the Great Divide started, is when Laura friended Molly. Laura will tell you to this day she doesn't regret that because she met some fantastic people. So let's jump ahead. Laura and Molly aren't friends anymore. So at that point, we start seeing a bunch of people that hated Molly, couldn't stand her, turned against Laura because of it. Jump into Molly's chats. Now all of a sudden she's the best thing since banana pudding. Killer Crumbs, I love you to death, but you're probably not going to like this live because I know you support Molly. I'm pretty sure you do anyways. So now we have all these people that's going after Laura that can't stand Laura that once was her friend, but because she friended Molly, they decided they weren't her friend anymore. And we're going to take Makeup Mobster out of this because Makeup Mobster, like I said, she's the only one that's pretty much held true to all of this. So let's move forward. Let's talk about a few things that we know Molly's done. And this will be the only time I talk about it because I'm just not that interested in the woman. Banana Pudding Fund. But let's talk about a few things that Molly has done. So, and I can't go in order because, yeah. I'm sorry, Killer Crimes. I know that you support her, and that's cool. I don't hold it against anybody who they support. And I appreciate your support, but I'm just, the things I'm saying about Molly, you're not going to want to hear. But they're all true. So, okay, we see what she did to the Rusek, to Frankie. Now, let's talk about what she did to Sarcasm. If you remember correctly, it was Molly and Brian who decided to expose Sarcasm. It doesn't matter what Sarcasm was going through. She was still missing her child. But they decided to expose Sarcasm. Okay? Then Red Lotus is on a panel the other night, not too long ago. And Molly's apparently blackmailing her. That's okay, Cat K. Red Lotus is saying, because of something that went down in Ben's channel, that Molly's telling her if, yeah, she degraded Shanann, but a lot of people did that. A lot of people did that, and Molly did apologize for doing that video, and I accepted that apology because there was a lot of people that said crappy stuff about Shanann Watts. I never touched that one. I'm not much on victim bashing. So, now here she's outed Frankie. Here she's teamed up with Brian to go at Sarcasm. And Red Lotus has got up on panel to say that Molly has blackmailed her. I don't care if she's streaming me right now. Good for you. Good for Molly. Hey, Molly. So then I get a video the other day that someone sends to me that has a one of those certificates for suicide or whatever. Like, you can end your life, doctor-assisted suicide or whatever. And she goes into Molly's D-Live stream and says she's going to do this on a certain day. Now, Molly, being the life coach, you would think would say, guys, I've got to go. I've got to get in touch with this person. But no, she streamed the whole thing. She streamed it for all of D-Live to see while she cried and collected linos. So I thought, wow, man, that's, I would have, I would have shut my D-Live down to help. I'm not even a life coach, and I would have shut my D-Live down. I would have shut my stream down if somebody came into my stream and said something like that. But she didn't. She cried. She collected her Linos and Ninjaginis or whatever you get over there on D-Live. And yes, I have the video where she did it. This person notified me. She was so hurt. And I pretty much told her, you should have never went in Molly's stream and said that. If you needed somebody to talk to, all you got to do is hit me up in a private conversation. Hey, Melanie. So then we got the thing with sarcasm that Molly and Brian were involved in. We got the thing with Frankie that Molly and Brian were involved in. And you notice Brian always says, I owe Molly this. It seems like every time Molly wants something done, she goes to Brian. Whatever. So then we got the thing with Red Lotus. I don't know how true it is. I don't know Red Lotus. So I don't know how true that is. I know that Red Lotus kept saying, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about it. And then she finally just blurted it out. When she got up on Diane's panel and screamed at Republican Ash, knowing that Republican Ash is, autistic. We got her super chatting Brian $100 because she thought Brian took Laura's stream down. Petty. We have her telling somebody, which is now her informant for her bullshit. We have her telling somebody she hopes she burnt in a Waco fire. That kind of really hit me hard when I heard that. I was like, damn, man, that's harsh. That's harsh coming from anybody, much less a life coach. Then we have her, I'm just, I'm trying to think of all these things that Molly's had her hand in on. I felt sorry for her, man. When Diane and them got her up on panel and she broke down and cried like that because she got caught stealing from a stripper, I felt sorry for her. Until I saw she went over to D-Live and was laughing about it. Until I saw, within minutes of breaking down on Diane's panel and crying, she went over to D-Live and was laughing about it. Oh, yeah, she made the statement about Laura. Laura couldn't get raped in Attica. Several people, she's supposedly, like I said, I don't know this, but people have said that Molly has put their private business out there. I did hear what she had to say about Marianne Perkins. And although it was way off the cuff, it was still an attempt to expose private conversations that she had. S. Lynn, this is my channel, and I'm talking about something, and I'm sorry. I told everybody that supported Molly, I had no problem with the fact that they support Molly, but if Molly and everybody can run around to these channels and pull their fuckery, then I'm allowed to come to my channel and talk about it. I'm doing me over here, okay? Just like Molly's doing her over there, and somebody else is doing them over there. Yeah, I know Molly is streaming me. That's okay. Whatever. If I feel like striking her, I'll strike her. If I don't, I won't. I'm not much of a striker. Don't really feel like doing the paperwork, but whatever. She's got me fuming. Oh, I'm going to Dublin because Andrew Wrigley is doing a signing. Hope he tells her to fuck off. I don't know. I don't even know who the hell Andrew Ridgely is or whatever. I don't know. I heard she was going to Dublin. She was like, should I take this purse or should I take this? Whatever. Take a bunch of purses. I am chill because I don't let the woman get to me that much. But I'm seeing a lot of shit going on, you all. Just like, okay, Kim, let's all send up prayers for Kim. Kim's always been a very, very... Oh, he's the dude from Wham. Oh, okay. I know she's a... what's the dude's name? I think he died. I don't know. I know she's a big fan of his. But, Florida Keys, I'll be your secretary and do your paperwork for you. I don't know. I never was a Wham fan. But, so yes, prayers for Kim. We all hope Kim gets well. So, yesterday, I get wind that, Kim is sick. She's in the hospital. Nobody wants anything but the best for Kim. Kim, believe it or not, is probably one of the nicest out of everybody on YouTube, including myself. But, so, Laura decides, hey, Julie, Laura decides that, we're going to collect money and get her a little charm bracelet or something. Obviously, people have problems with charm bracelets. But there was no exploiting Kim. There was no yes, she is fireside chats. I don't think she does videos anymore. But there was no exploiting her. That was just a friend, Laura, a friend to Wanda, because they actually know her personally, wanting to help a friend. And I guess it got to somebody. Somebody got upset about it. So then you got Science Girl coming into the chat saying, Kim doesn't want this on social media. Stop it, stop it, stop it. But Kim is the one that put it on social media when she went into Marsha's chat and said she was ill. Not a problem. But it seems to have turned into a big fucking problem. I know Capone. Molly is one giant bully. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't get bullied. I refuse to be bullied. So now what I've noticed is it's always a competition with Molly. It's always a competition with her. Kim is my friend. Barbie is my friend. Alicia is my friend. People aren't possessions. But everything's a competition with her. And then she's sitting over there on her live stream saying, well, Science Girl, my friend Alicia, really gave it to Laura last night. And if Laura thinks she's going to clap back, well, Alicia said, well, Molly, when you were asked to take care of a situation for your friend, you wouldn't do it. Sorry, guys, phone rang. Remember, Molly? Remember how Harry, Dick, Sandra, Doris came into the scene? She came in through you. Because she's almost like your ex-family, because you always considered Princess your family. Until I guess you all had a falling out. I don't know if you did or not. I don't care. But all this stuff about Kim has gone way too far. It's gone way overboard. Instead of instead of just coming together and having well wishes for Kim, we're having tug-of-dick wars over who's... Okay, bye, Eslyn. Bye. I asked Molly how when it became okay to shout everyone's sins from a rooftop. Ask Molly. Is it still buffering? Okay. Somebody said refreshed and it's much better. Because it seems to be okay to let Molly shout everybody's sins from the rooftop. But this thing with Kim has really bothered me. And somebody that's very close to Kim, and I don't think would lie to me, she has no reason to lie about it, made a comment once that there's people that's actually afraid to leave Molly as a friend because she makes it real hard on you. I don't know how true that is. Yeah, they say, I know, like, I've lost like 60 people because I went buffering. I guess because my phone rang and I'm on my phone. Hello? Wonder if Molly's streaming this. All right, guys, I'm just going to go to a different stream.